Hello, Collective. So, we're here today again doing another pop up read. We're going to do what I did yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're going to get started. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, let's get some oracles first. Spirit, what advice do we have for yesterday? What advice do we have for yesterday? Clean it up? Or clean house? I'm sorry, clean it up. Same thing, right? What can we know about today? Oh. Sad embrace. So we have number 37, number 45. About tomorrow. Oh, Lord. And you see how it went over? I don't know if y'all see that, but it went over the fire. Crazy. We're going to take this one too, because it just did that. This is Dry Desert. Okay. And at the bottom we have Balancing Act. Makes sense, right? Okay. Clean up, sad embrace, map. I'm sorry, I didn't even do this one. Map. Magical map shifter. So this is like the magician-esque of the tarot. I mean, of this particular. Let's see. I feel like it goes like this. And it's funny that this is brought back out. I'm going to share a story with you guys really briefly. I had a reading one time, and the person that I was reading for, this card came out. And I made this card the focal point, or I drew from this card a lot when I did their reading, and I drew from it from a place of negativity or lack. And the person reminded me that it didn't resonate with them, to make a long story short. And it happens, you're a tarot reader, it's something that you have to practice. Some of the best tarot readers are probably the older tarot readers because they have a lot of experience. Sometimes the cards you can just tell, after reading them for so long. It's like reading your children. But she reminded me that there's a certain duality to all of these cards. There's light and dark in everything, and that we shouldn't lean into one interpretation too strongly. We should keep an open mind and let go of expectations, especially the ones that we draw the quickest, the ones that we are impulsively drawn. Because, the desert can simplify, at the end of the day, some of the strongest creatures alive are from the desert. It teaches you resiliency, It would be equated to like living in the hood. It teaches you things. It gives you a certain skills that help you. Okay, so that was the one that went through the fire. Nevertheless, okay, so clean house is definitely something to do with something needing to be cleaned up in your life. yesterday. You could have spent a lot of time cleaning. If not, you should consider doing so. This is also completion. 3 plus 7 equals 10. So this is all about like rounding things up. Because obviously there's something coming in with this map, magical map shifter. There could be travel, but there also could be a coming together with a new project or a project from the past. But either way, there's definitely, you're on the right path, and whatever you seek to manifest, I would draw those energies into myself right now. Start a positive mantra. You know, start speaking positive affirmations, start meditating more. This is a very important time to do so. Mercury retrograde is a very potent time to kind of readjust ourselves. If we're not quite getting what we want communication wise, we can do so by maybe, practicing some healthy habits in this time. What do we have to lose? Sad embrace, I feel like maybe this has to happen, right? This should be in front, even though it's number 45, right? I feel like in the storyline, that would make more sense. Somebody is feeling sad, obviously. With the moon here, there's a lot of emotional turmoil going here. There's clouds all around this person, and this person is they're not even showing their face. 5 plus 4 equals 9. So this is definitely like a hermit mode. Someone is by themselves, very secluded. And this is past. So presently, you're trying to get up. You're trying to clean yourself up. And that's a good thing. You're trying to clean your house, clean your body. If you've been depressed for a while and you haven't been bathing, I understand. It happens. These are things that we don't do. But once we start cleaning our space, whether it be spiritually or physically in the actual world, we'll feel a lot better, and it'll help guide us to whatever destination the divine has planned for us. Because and when we get to this destination that the divine has planned for us, we will know how to be in that place, because we've been in this place for so long. We've been in places where we've had lack. We've been in places where we didn't know. So now it's like, okay, well, that built up your esteem. It builds up your character. It builds up your skin to where, you could survive 1,000 battles. All right. So let's clarify. Clarify this sad embrace. Clarify the sad embrace from yesterday. What information? For our highest good, of course. However we can know. There was some type of fight, disagreement, battle. Somebody took a risk and decided to leave a situation because there was too much conflict. They decided to cut it off. This is something that somebody was working on for quite some time with the 3 of Pentacles. The Fool, somebody took a risk and ended up left out in the cold, or having to leave a situation and cut the situation off because it was just too much. It was too much. The 5 of Wands, and then there's the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. There was like a lot of arguing, and it was starting to become a sparse place where people were just doing anything and everything to get ahead, to get some money, because they were, and it's speaking of the times. The King of Swords. So maybe this is a player in the game, or one of the people that is in this actual pile, but I don't see him. I don't think so. I think that this is him This is probably maybe the person that somebody is fighting for. It could be a person that is having these people fight, because the King of Swords could be a very persuasive and manipulative person. So they might have all these people in an uproar around them, and they know exactly what they're doing. But somebody here is being affected in a negative way by this, in particular. There's a passionate partnership that was very stable, but there's a defense to it now. There's a need to fight. Either somebody feels like they need to fight for it, or they're not going to fight for it. They're blocking it, because they see, they look back and they've seen that they've given a lot more than this person has, or this person hasn't really been in love with them the whole time. So it's just like, I don't know. This person has done this a lot. So it's like, this person's like, okay. Three of Wands with the Nine of Wands. So I feel like this is much of this energy, of waiting. She's waiting. She's not moving. And of defense. Because if you look at him, why does he look like that? If you look at him, like, he looks like he's defensive. So I honestly feel like somebody is just looking to expand after this situation. They may have, I feel like maybe this person might have bit off more than they could chew with the Three of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And they're starting to see this now, or they're starting to feel it now. Was this at the bottom of the deck? No. Okay. And then at the Eight of Pentacles, they may be spending a lot of time at work trying to manifest something new into their lives, or trying to manifest something new, because they know that whatever happened here, it's like too hard. Clean up. For today, what guidance can we get? Clarify. Cleaning house. I keep saying, like, I keep shortening it. Well, I wonder why. Clarify cleaning house. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the I'm sorry. Just trying to get everything. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. So clean house is the Ten of Wands, clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Devil, and the Three of Swords. So somebody needs to clean their house. I mean, there's no, somebody is in a third party situation, or is in some sort of toxic thing where they're not able to give not even themselves, good energy. And this could be coming to an end pretty soon. There's some divine's going to make somebody, and whether this be you or somebody that you know, clean house. So if this is you, I would suggest that you decide on your own that you're going to start working on whatever you got going on. Because if divine makes you, you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. And if this is somebody that you know, you have to step aside, because you don't want it splashing on you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords and the Four of Wands with the Five of Cups. So somebody here is definitely rushing rushing out of a relationship, because I feel like they're running away from what they did and running towards another partnership. Or somebody could be running away from the scene of the crime type of situation in any form or fashion. If it's not a relationship, then it could be somebody running away with your money. They came to your house, now something's missing, and now you can't get a hold of them. Clarify the map shifter. Clarify the map shifter. Okay. So at the bottom of that deck, you have the Ten of Swords. Dang, that was a lot. I didn't even know it. Okay, so there was something that was being built. Was moving to a whole nother situation. And now, left somebody else sad, depressed, and broke. Three of Wands, somebody was building somewhere else or building multiple different places. They decided that where they was gonna go, and they went. Now they're feeling some type of way, or they have left somebody feeling some type of way and broke. And then you got the 10 right here, and the 9, and the Justice. But somebody here still don't get no sleep at night. So, I mean, they may act like, everything's fine, or it may seem like they got their way, but I feel like somebody here still suffers. Clarify the dry desert. Okay. And at the bottom of this deck, we have the 4 of Swords. So definitely a funeral is happening. The 10 of Swords was at the bottom of the last deck. So that's like somebody being killed. And this is somebody being buried. The desert is clarified by the High Priestess, the 2 of Swords, the King of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. So definitely somebody is looking at the indecision of their ways, or the fact that they, the lies, and the fact that the lies kept them in a state where they weren't very open to anything. They couldn't see very well. They kept themselves in a confused state. Somebody is starting to look at that. But however, even though they start to look at that, they still have their back turned to the family unit. So, they're still not ready to really come to terms with whatever it is they got going on. Let's get some regular playing cards, and then we're going to close out. I just want to get a couple clarifiers on some specific cards. Clarify this 4 of Swords. Clarify this 4 of Swords. Clarify the 4 of Swords. So cards. 9 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. So I feel like 9 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. And I love these cards because they're very occult. Look at the skull. So I feel like somebody here couldn't decide. They couldn't decide for the longest time whether or not they wanted to be single, or whether they wanted to be in a relationship, or maybe they wanted to go back to their past with the 6 of Cups. It's a bit in reverse because her hand should be upright, but it's down. So, or maybe that's me. I'm holding it back wrong. All right, yeah, somebody is just like taking a break, maybe, to be single and think. Like maybe somebody's on blocked as well, so they're on reprieve. Like they're not like they on pause. They on pause. Clarify the 9 of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So somebody gonna come in rushing in, or came rushing in. There was some movement. There was some communication, and ended up leading to a plan being made. I wanna say. They're in reverse though. Why are they in reverse? I just flipped the deck. I'm putting them back up right, but clarify this. I want to clarify this devil. Where that devil at? Clarify this devil. The 3 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. Another relationship that somebody is, feeding a lot of time into instead of the other one. Yeah. So somebody is just, basically just paying attention to other things. They have another relationship that really weighs heavy on their mind. Yeah, they have something else that they're building and they want to let this go. They want to let something go. Yeah, because they don't really have, there's no love there. There's no love there anymore. The Ace of Cups is in reverse. The family card is upright. And the Eight of Wands, somebody's going to communicate that. The bottom of the deck, it's been hard to think about whether or not they should. But, and the Nine of, look, the Nine of Swords is here. I mean, the Nine of Wands is here too. So, yeah. Somebody been holding this back for a minute. About 13 months. If this is a long-term relationship, or the last 4 to 9 months. Alrighty, folks, that's all I got. I hope it resonated. If it did, like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram.